the Big Three, Fantasy Alarm TV. I'm your host, Ray Flowers. We're talking the last 2 weeks. We're talking OPS, and the first number today is 1.450, as in the OPS of Mitch Moreland. Out of control is Mitch Moreland. 2 home runs in each of the last 2 games played, 7 RBIs total in that time. Who is Mitch Moreland? He's not this guy. 23 home runs, career best, 60 RBIs, 60 runs scored. He's on pace to destroy all of those numbers currently. Now, a 15% home run to fly ball ratio for his career is a good number. It's at 23% this year. Probably not going to sustain that. I mentioned the counting category numbers not being that high. The reason for that is he's kind of a platoon guy, Mitch Moreland. At least he kind of should be. He's been very good this season. He's been excellent this season given the cost. You either drafted him at the end of a draft or picked him up off the waiver wire. Ride the hot streak again, 1450 OPS the last 2 weeks. He could have a very strong second half, but it'd be doubtful that he'll match the first half production that we've seen from him. Don't forget, he's a .259 career hitter as well. The batting average is bound to come down for the Rangers slugger. Second number of the day is 1.360, as in the OPS the last 2 weeks, of Torii Hunter. Less than a month away from being 40 years old, Torii Hunter's still getting it done. Now, he's only hitting .272, and he's not the stolen base threat he used to be. But there is this. He's got 12 home runs. Each of the last 14 seasons, he's hit at least 14 big flies. Each of the last 9 years, he's had at least 70 RBIs and 70 runs scored. He's currently on pace for 90 and 80. And the fact is, Torii Hunter just keeps getting it done. You have to worry about his age. You have to worry about him wearing down a bit. But in the counting categories, he's productive. Again, 15 to 20 home runs is where he's going to be. 75 plus RBIs runs scored is where he's going to be. We hope he can keep the batting average where it's at that 272 mark. Torii Hunter still getting it done as he approaches his 40th year on planet Earth. And the final number of the day is 1.029, as in the OPS of Christian Yelich of the Marlins. Now, it's been a terrible season given the expectations for Yelich. Compared to the other 2 guys that have exceeded them, that has not happened with the case of Christian Yelich. But good news, again, the OPS over 1,000 the last 2 weeks. Then there's this. Not just a 400 batting average the last 2 weeks, but a 500 on-base percentage. Now, this recent run has pushed his on-base percentage up to 318. That's still well off the 355 career mark he owns. I would expect his on-base percentage, to continue to go up as the season progresses. Stole 20 bases last year, 21 actually. He's only stolen 6 this year, but he's starting to run a little bit more as his bat gets healthier. I would expect that pace to pick up. The real question is, what's he going to do the rest of the way with the bat? How effective is he going to be producing in that category? Home run to fly ball ratio is 16% this year, which is above his 13% career rate. So when he hits the ball in the air, he's doing a very good job of getting the ball into the seats. The problem is he's never hitting the ball in the air. He's got a 72% ground ball rate, which is what Billy Hamilton should be doing. Billy Hamilton doesn't do that. But Yelich has got a 72% ground ball rate. You can't hit home runs doing that, folks. His career number is 64%. Still a very high number, but much better than where we're at right now. The fact is that Yelich has not been locked in for the majority of the season. He needs to get there. He needs to start hitting those line drives, driving the ball into the gap. I think Christian Yelich is a guy to buy low on if you can at the moment. As I noted, the last 2 weeks, he's finally starting to get it going for the Marlins. Big Three, Fantasy Alarm TV, thank you for listening to me. And don't forget to visit us at fantasyalarm.com for all your fantasy sports needs. We're even doing golf now. That's right, we do it all. fantasyalarm.com.